Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here. Welcome back to another LEGO review. Today we're going to be looking at set number 60230, LEGO City People Pack Space Research and Development. And I'm going to be completely honest. You know how I feel about space sets, and I'm not a fan that, again, they've gotten a theme or a line dedicated to them, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with them getting a line, but then to get another idea set added to their belt buckle kind of ticks me off, but especially with this wave coming out. This is actually available right now. For some reason, they decided to release it 2 days ago. Which is very strange on LEGO's part. Normally they make sets available starting at the beginning of the month. So I think that we were all thinking this was going to be August, but it turns out it was just this past Sunday. So anyways, this is available at LEGO Shop at Home. I'm not sure if other retailers have them yet. I went to Toys R Us today and they actually had every single set in the wave, but just not this set for some reason, which is my personal favorite out of all of them. And by the way, I know I get a lot of, you have Toys R Us, we lost it. And yeah, I get it, Americans, okay, the rest of the world, we've still got Toys R Us's, but turns out you guys are getting them back soon, so that's awesome. So I won't be seeing those comments anymore. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's go and take a look at what could be a very good set. I figured that we'd start with the civilians and not the actual people working and developing stuff for the LEGO City Space Department. So this is one of the news reporters visiting the HQ or wherever this set is supposed to take place. He's a really cool looking figure. If you didn't know, he actually has the same torso that was introduced with the LEGO Marvel Superheroes J. Jonah Jameson. Taking his hairpiece off, he doesn't have any back head printing or anything, which is a bit of a shame, but it's a good figure. And what's a news reporter without his cameraman, who interestingly enough actually uses one of the torsos introduced in the Fun at the Beach People pack. So it's pretty interesting. You could take off his hairpiece. On the back, he's got this screaming expression, which I guess he's supposed to be scared by this next guy. This laughing astronaut actually has an alien head from Series 13, and it's really cool to get here. It's actually like a rubbery piece, and it's a great looking figure here. Hang on. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Anyways, he has a really cool looking face print from the Mountain People pack from last year, and it's an interesting torso. And at the back head printing there, he's got this great little smile, and he does of course come with a helmet as well, which you'll see on this next figure, who's meant to be, I guess, his counterpart. And here is the female astronaut in the same uniform and outfit, with her white tank on the back and this new helmet piece there. Really cool looking figure, and let's take it off because she actually comes with a hairpiece. And there she is with her other facial expression with her winking, which is really cute. And she's got the generic female hair in light blonde, which is pretty cool here. Here is the Botanist in the set, and she actually uses Misaku's hair from the Ninjago wave of sets from the actual show, not from the movie. So it's pretty interesting to get here. Cool scientist looking shirt there with the letters LB. I guess she's from the lab. Taking off the Black Widow or Captain Marvel hairpiece there, you can see that she's got a smile right there. Cool other facial expression and some nice back printing. This is probably my favorite figure in the entire set, and this is like a technician, a lab technician. She's got this nurse hat on, which looks really cool, and this is supposedly a really rare figure, and this is actually a rare figure, and it comes from one of the bigger sets in the wave. So it's cool to get here in the smaller set, but it just looks like such a fantastic looking figure. And she's got this like radar device there with a 1x2 tile print. Really great looking figure, my favorite in the whole set. Here is the first of 3 applicants who have the exact same torso printing and legs. Really cool looking design, I think. Taking off the hairpiece, you can see that she has such a generic facial expression. Here is the other applicant who's about to barf from space flight travel and everything. And taking off the Mutt Williams hair in black, you can see that on the back of his face, he's got this happy expression. So while he's not barfing, he's pretty happy. And this is one of my favorite like face prints of all time, I think. And the final applicant here is actually, he's got this scared expression, and he has the robin hair in dark brown. Taking it off, you can see that he's got this cool little smirk, confident smirk. on the back of his head. Here is one of the technicians, and he has a really cool looking leg printing there and torso print. Really cool to get. His like tack box there is cool to get in dark brown, and his welding tool is pretty cool, and it's for him to work on something that you'll see afterwards. The welding helmet can be taken off to reveal this mustachioed man, which looks really cool. No back head printing there, but some back. And here is the other technician, and she's got some cool goggles printing there, which looks so awesome. And she has this hard hat combo with the ponytail in the back. On the back, she's got this amazing facial print, which looks awesome. She's got like all this grease or like something exploded in her face, and where her goggles were is the only part that you could see her skin color, which just looks so fantastic. Here's the fitness trainer, and she has a cool looking torso print with a stethoscope on her torso and a hair and hat combo, which is pretty new, and cool face print. And she's got this pizza attached to a whip, which looks really cool for her to encourage all the trainees to go faster and improve and whatnot. Surprisingly, this people pack is really great because it tells an actual story. And that might sound really weird, but it does. So right in front of you, you've got the treadmill, and I'm just going to show you sort of what goes on here with the set. So you can put the trainee minifigures onto the treadmill and have them running like so. And then of course you can have the fitness trainer right there holding the pizza to create some incentive for the trainees to actually run and get fit. So that's pretty cool that they're like running towards the pizza. It's an interesting kind of story. So we're gonna move on to the next part of the story. Here is the next part of the story, and it's quite funny. So once they've completed their training, they have to do the tests. And the tests, of course, this is one of the machines to make sure that they're actually fit for space travel and flight with the anti-gravity and everything. So you could spin them around and everything, and you could see, of course, you've seen their facial expressions. One of them's about to barf and everything. And, of course, it does allow you to tell a bit of a story. So he gets sick from that, he can throw up in there, or you can put the pizza boxes in the trash as well. So I think that's a really cool inclusion. Of course, though, once you've completed your training, you can go up into space and you can actually go to different planets and different things, which is what they're kind of showing off here. This could also be poking fun at the fact that maybe they didn't actually land on the moon and everything originally, and that it was all staged because you've got the cameraman and everything. But it's just interesting. It's a cool little rock build, and like you'll see later on with the scientist build, there's actually this rock piece, which we'll take a closer look at here. What an absolutely incredible new piece introduced in this space line. Wow, it looks so cool with the crystals there on the inside and poking out on the outside. It looks fantastic. Oh, it looks really cool. And if you wanted to, you could also do this. You could have them facing each other to kind of make it look enclosed, and then of course all you have to do is break it apart, and then it's like you're chipping away, and you could see the awesome interior there. Looks so cool. I love it a lot. Speaking of that rock, you can actually have it being studied by the scientist in her little lab station here, which looks really cool. You've got a regular computer print on that piece and a regular keyboard print, but it's a pretty cool examination thing. And then once you've taken that from the space planet, you could do something else. You have this cute little biodome. Like, it looks so cool. The botanist can actually study like the plant life from that planet. You could see there that the ground underneath the plant is actually the dark tan, so it's meant to be from that planet. So that's a really cool inclusion. The light has some different transparent studs, I think, to like represent different types of things that it's doing towards the plant, or different forms of light that it's giving it. So that's really cool. I love the story that they've got going here. It's just really fantastic. Here's another side build, really cool. While it could be a figure, I guess, if you want to consider that a figure, it's supposed to be like an exoskeleton or an exosuit, kind of like the real-life Iron Man suits that different governments and different companies are trying to develop. So this is really cool inclusion here. Taking the helmet off, you've actually got this gold head, which is pretty cool to get. There's no printing or anything on it, but it looks fantastic. Really cool to get this exoskeleton here, and it's interesting to see that this is actually something that NASA is, of course, developing, so it's really cool to see. And speaking of things that NASA is developing, here is a rocket that the mechanics can actually be working on or studying, so it's really cool. It's a prototype, I think, is what it's meant to be. You could spin it around if you wanted to, but it's really cool little display here, I guess, that you could have showing off some of the future technology that NASA or the Lego City Space Department is actually developing. And of course, you've got this tiny little drone with a little propeller there, and it's a cute little drone piece. I guess it can pick up rock samples and stuff from the planets that you visit, but it's really cool. And just the side builds, I think, are on the same tier, I'd say, as the figures that you get from the set. Well, there you have it, everyone. I'm pleasantly surprised by how much I like this set. It probably deserves a spot on my top 10 list for the summer sets. Was it top 10 or 15? But anyways, I really like this. When I was building it, I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. And while I don't really have a place to necessarily put them, some of the torsos can be used outside of this wave. But it does kind of surprisingly make me want to get like a HQ or a shuttle launch area so that I can add that to my city and have these people like wandering around, or make some sort of facility for them to just kind of add to my city, which I guess is what is the point of this whole wave, right? That's why they made this. It's another facet of Lego City, so maybe I'll go and pick them up. Can't believe I'm saying that, but for sure not that idea set. But anyways, everyone, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you all have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one.